Welcome. We're going to do a practice today that will help balance out your chakras, which are part of the energetic system of your body.
Hi, I'm Mitch Roberts, and this is my wife, Dawn Roberts. We're from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
And you're watching Fightmaster Yoga.
So we'll start off today in a child's pose, balasana. You can come onto your hands and your knees. Bring your big toes together, touching, knees a little bit wider than your hips. Lower your hips toward your heels and extend your arms forward. Try to let your forehead rest on the ground. Now, if your forehead doesn't easily come to the floor, you can rest it on your hands, or you can even grab a pillow or a folded blanket or a towel and place that underneath your forehead. So forehead heavy into something. Let your eyes close. And just take a moment here to consider the idea that you are more than just your body. Your physical body is probably what you notice the most about yourself. It's always there. It helps us move. But just take a moment to consider that you are more than just that body. Below the physical body dwells the energetic body. And within that is the chakra system. These wheels of spinning light or big places of energy. So take a couple deep breaths here, just considering that idea. Letting the forehead be heavy into the floor, your hands, or a pillow. Let's take a moment to connect in with your forehead center, your third eye center, the seat of intuition and inner knowing. And we'll keep breathing deeply. If your head is resting on your hands, we'll reach the hands forward. Let the head be heavy toward the floor. And start to walk your hands over to your right side. As far to the right as they will reach. Press down through your left hand. And gently roll your left shoulder toward the floor, creating a big stretch into the side body. Now, after this deep breath, walk your hands through center and take them over to your left side. Press down through your right hand, roll your right shoulder toward your mat. Deep breath into that right side. And walk your hands back into center. Keep them reaching as far forward as possible. Notice the distance between your hands and your feet. Try to keep this same distance. Inhale, lift up to tabletop. Curl your toes into the floor. Exhale, push back to down dog. And this first down dog of our practice, you can walk out your feet. You might turn your head side to side, just creating some mobility and some space in the body. And as always, any other movements that feel beneficial for you, feel free to add those into your practice. This is your time to explore what you're feeling in your body. Gradually adjust to stillness in your down dog. Hold here a couple more breaths. Fingers spread wide, press into your hands. Lift your hips up and back. From this down dog, walk your feet in about 4, maybe 5 inches closer to your hands. Then take your right hand, reach it across for your left thigh, your left shin, maybe reaching for your ankle. Use that right arm to turn your chest, peek underneath your left shoulder. Keep pressing your left hip up and back. A little bit of a twist. Then release your right hand alongside your left and change sides. So left hand to the right thigh, shin, or maybe reach for your ankle. Gently rotate, peeking underneath that right shoulder. Release the twist. And from this short down dog, look forward. Walk your feet up to meet your hands. Once you arrive there, inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, release and fold. Press down through your feet. Inhale, come up to stand. And exhale, lower your hands. Bring them to the heart center. Inhale, circle arms out and up. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Fold forward and down. As you breathe in, lift halfway, chest forward. Exhale, plant your hands, walk back, this time to plank pose. Hold your plank, inhale. Exhale, knees can come down first as needed. Lower yourself to the floor. With an in-breath, little lift of your chest, low cobra. Exhale, push up and back, downward facing dog. Hold your down dog a few breaths. So here we are again, second down dog of practice. See that you're spreading your toes, outer edges of feet parallel. Press your thighs back toward the wall behind you. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, gaze up toward your hands, bend your knees. Walk, or this time you can jump your feet up to meet your hands if you would like. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, release and fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach tall. Exhale, lower your hands. Inhale, circle arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, come up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Hold your plank again, inhale. Set your knees down. This time, as you breathe out, try to lower halfway and just pause there. So the elbows come no lower than 90-degree angle. Inhale to up dog, or you can stay low with your cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. Take a deep breath in, full breath out. With your next inhalation, raise your right leg to sky. Exhale, come forward to plank, hug your knee to your chest. Inhale, kick your leg back. We'll do that again. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to chest. This time, step your foot all the way through. Set your left knee down to the ground. Reach your arms up and overhead. So coming into a modified high lunge, draw your upper arms back. Press your chest forward and up. Spread across your collarbones. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, set your hands down, pick up your left knee, and push that left heel back. Activate your back thigh, keep lifting your chest. If you feel stable, hands back by your sides. And if you want a little more challenge, reach your arms forward like you're holding a big beach ball between your palms. Keep lifting through your abdomen. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, release your left hand down underneath your shoulder. Inhale, sweep your right hand to sky, roll that right chest back. Hold here another 3 breaths. So we're still active through that back leg. Lean back a little bit, open your front body. Next breath out, set your right hand down. Step into plank pose. Hold your plank, inhale. Exhale, shift forward an inch or 2, knees up or down, bend your elbows. Inhale, move through your back bend, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now, at any point in practice, if you need extra rest, you can always come back to the place that we started in that child's pose. The child's pose is always there, and it's free. It doesn't cost anything. Find your down dog when ready, and we'll explore the second side. Inhale, left leg to sky. Exhale, come into plank, knee to chest. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, kick. Exhale, knee to chest. Then gently step through. Start with your right knee down. Arms overhead. Lengthen your tailbone toward the back of your right knee. Press your chest forward and up. And draw your upper arms back. So we're opening the heart center, opening the throat as well, creating space in the front body. Next breath out, lower your hands down. Pick up your right knee and push the center of your right heel back. Option 1, keep your hands down. Option 2, reach them back by your sides. Option 3, extend them forward. Make sure though you're staying low, staying long through your spine and torso. Just one more breath in. Exhale, right hand down underneath your shoulder. Twist to your left side, reach that left hand to sky. And try to hold here 3 breaths. Still active through the back leg. Roll the left shoulder back so that it stacks over the right. Next exhalation, set your hand down. Step back to plank pose. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, shift forward. Option to set your knees down, bend your elbows. Inhale through your back bend. Exhale, push to down dog. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, walk your hands all the way back to meet your feet. Once you arrive here, heel toe your feet out. So they might even come off of your mat depending on your flexibility. Bend your knees, so toes are pointing out. Bend your knees as deeply as you can. Hands can stay down, or you can bring your hands together at your heart center, Malasana. Big opener for the hips, moving some energy downward into those lower chakras. Take another 2 deep breaths. And as you inhale and exhale, try to create movement in your belly. And set your hands back down to the ground. Walk them forward, return to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, bring your knee to your chest. Inhale, kick your leg back. Exhale again, hug it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to chest. Push the ground away. Step through between your hands. Stay on the ball of your left foot. Rise into your high crescent lunge. So now facing forward, reaching through the arms, draw the upper arm bones back. Hold here, inhale. As you exhale, lean forward, sweep your hands back by your side. So we were here earlier. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Hug your shoulder blades and lift through the fronts of your shoulders. Step onto your right foot and lift your left if you can. If this doesn't work for you today, you can always keep the left toes on the ground for some balance. If you're able to, lift through that back leg. Virabhadrasana 3, kick into the heel. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, take a big step back. This time the left heel comes down to the ground. Breathe in, expand your chest. Breathe out, humble warrior. Fold inside of your right knee. As you fold, lift your hands, wrap your right outer hip under, and press your left inner thigh back. Take another breath in. Exhale, lower your hands down. Let's step that left foot all the way forward. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. As you come up, catch hold of your right wrist. Exhale, gently pull that right arm over to your left side. Inhale, come through center. And change. Exhale, lean to your right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk your feet back, plank pose. Take an extra breath in. Exhale, shift forward, bend your elbows, maybe lowering to the floor. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Deep breath in and out. So moving into the left leg. Inhale, raise your left foot to sky. Exhale, bring your knee to your chest. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to chest, lift it high, and step through. Keep that right heel lifted. Rise into your high crescent lunge. And just pause here a few breaths. So even this shape is definitely a little bit of balance. If you feel wobbly at all, try focusing your eyes on one spot that's not moving. In yoga, we call this drishti or focal point. Deep breath. Next exhalation, lean forward, sweep your hands back by your sides. Reach for that interlace of your fingers. Lift the heads of your shoulders. Bring your shoulder blades a little closer. And if you can, step onto your left foot. Remember, the right toes can stay on the ground. Or you can lift that right foot up. Kick back through the heel. Rebound forward through the top of your chest and the crown of your head. Take another 2 breaths. Variation of warrior 3. And gently step back. Try to land on the right ball of foot and the heel. So we bring that whole foot down to the ground. Inhale, expand chest. Exhale, lean forward and start to fold inside of that left leg. Now, what tends to happen is that left hip wants to sway out to the side. Instead, draw it in, pull it back, press into your right heel. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, release your hands down. Step your right foot all the way forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. And exhale, return to center. Pause here a moment. Close your eyes. And see if you can just connect to energy in your body. This might be feelings of tingling or vibrations. You might see colors. Let's connect with your energetic body. And next inhalation, circle arms out and up. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, walk it back, downward facing dog. As you breathe in, shift forward, plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. And try to land as gently as possible. Once here, press into the tops of your feet, especially little toe sides. Reach your hands back by your sides, palms face up. Now the tops of the hands are going to stay connected to the floor. With an in-breath, lift your chest, Shalabhasana variation. Feel as though you're trying to slide your fingertips down toward your toes. Spin your inner thighs up and reach your heart forward. Couple more breaths. We're working on building energy in the third and fourth chakra specifically here. One more breath. And then release, bring your hands forward. Rest your forehead on your hands. And take a breath or two, softening as you exhale. And we'll move into Sphinx pose. Bring your elbows just about underneath your shoulders. Fingers point forward, wrists in line with the elbows. Now, as you come up, this is a back bend. If it hurts your low back at all, walk your elbows a little bit more forward. That'll take some of the strain off of your spine. Same as Shalabhasana on the legs. Press down through the tops of your feet. Lift your belly. Reach your chest forward. Inhale here. As you breathe out, turn to look over your right shoulder. Pull your left shoulder back. Take a breath or two, creating some space and thus moving energy into the throat. Then bring your head back to center. Inhale. Exhale, look over that left shoulder. Pull your right shoulder back. Deep breath. And turn to look forward. From Sphinx pose, loosely interlace your fingers. Curl your toes into the floor. Start here by lifting up onto your knees. So your bottom lifts away from the ground. Then if you can, lift your knees off the floor as well. Coming into a forearm plank position. Press down through your forearms. Little bit of rounding through the upper back. Draw your navel toward your spine. And stay here as long as you want. When you feel ready, walk your feet in and come into dolphin pose. And in this dolphin, the head is just floating away from the ground. We're lifting the shoulders away from the ears, lifting the hips up and back. Now, if you want a little bit more of an inversion, lift your right foot up toward the sky. And just hold here, take a breath or three. And when you're ready, change sides. So the right foot comes down, lift that left leg, lifting from the inner thigh. Breath or three. Then set the left foot down, set your knees down, and return to child's pose. Just let your forehead again be heavy into something. Connect back in with your third eye. And lift up hands and knees. Bring your legs forward out in front of you. And if you want, you can turn to face the side of your mat for this, especially if you have hard flooring underneath, just so that the heels can rest on something soft. So option to turn, extend your legs out to either side. If you notice that you're rounding your low back a lot, add a pillow, bolster, something underneath your hips. Then bring your hands out in front of you. Press into your heels, flex your ankles. Inhale, take your chest forward. As you exhale, walk your hands forward and start to release between your legs. And stay here about 5 deep breaths. Upavishta Konasana. Deep forward bend. Also a big release for the inner thighs. And when we do inner thigh work, as we're doing right now, this can help to bring energy into the second chakra, the sacral chakra. the seat of creation, the seat of abundance and desires. Deep breath. And slowly lift yourself back up. Bend your knees, take your feet, your legs together. If you've shifted to the side, turn to face forward once again and lower yourself down onto your back. As you release to your back body, bend your knees, set your feet about hips width distance apart. Hands by your sides. As you inhale, press down through your feet, lift your hips away from the floor, bridge pose. Now, if you would like a little bit more, interlace your fingers, bring your upper arms in closer. We did this position of the arms several times today, so this might feel fairly easy for you. Lift higher through your chest and try to spread your collarbones. And take another 3 to 5 deep breaths. Breathing a bit more into your chest and your collarbones. So moving the breath higher into the upper ribs, moving some energy into those spaces. Last deep breath in, exhale, release, lower your hips back down to the ground. Bring the soles of your feet together, drop your knees wide apart, and take your arms out to either side here, palms up. Just let your shoulders open, let your adductors, your inner thighs open. Let your low back be heavy toward the ground. And bring your knees back toward each other. And cross your right thigh over your left. Shift your hips to the right a few inches. Then drop your knees over to the left side. And if it feels okay, you can take that left hand, rest it on your right knee, just coaxing the legs a little bit closer to the ground. Deep spinal twist. Pay attention to your experience in the pose. Deep mindful breathing. And then after this breath, unwind from the twist. Uncross your legs, shift your hips back to center. And we'll go into the second side. Left thigh over right. Bump your hips to the left. Drop your knees to the right. Option to place right hand on that left thigh. Just letting the legs, letting the shoulder be heavy toward the earth. Slow, deep breath cycles. When we breathe slowly and smoothly, it can actually help the mind to become more calm. After this breath, unwind from the twist. Uncross your legs. Take a deep breath in, exhale, Apanasana, pull your knees into your chest. And check in with your body, make any last adjustments that you might need. When you feel ready for Shavasana, that's where we'll go. Extend the legs. Make sure you feel comfortable in your Shavasana position. Just let your eyes close. And without anywhere to go, without anything to do, spend a moment here.
And our quote today comes from The Alchemist. He says, "Love is the force that transforms and improves the soul of the world." When I first reached through to it, I thought the soul of the world was perfect. But later I could see that it was like other aspects of creation and had its own passions and wars. It is we who nourish the soul of the world, and the world we live in will either be better or worse, depending on whether we become better or worse. And that is where the power of love comes in. Because when we love, we always strive to become better than we are.
Take a few deeper breaths. Start to come back. Gently move your body. And when you feel ready, bring your knees to your chest, roll to one side, and push yourself up, using as little effort possible. And come to a comfortable seated position and close your eyes. And take your hands together at your heart. And take your hands to your forehead for clear and loving thoughts. Hands to your heart center, clear and loving intentions. Hands to your mouth, clear and loving communications, sending this positive energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. That felt really good in my body. I hope you felt the same. I hope you were able to feel some of that energy moving freely as we opened up and balanced out the chakras. Having a daily yoga practice will help you to continue to balance your energetic body. I've put together a 90-day program, and I'd love to have you try the first 3 days for free. If you would like to, there's a link in the description of this video, as well as a link in the pinned comments. And if you'd like to stay on YouTube, I think that you might enjoy this video.